Peace. Joey's taking the dogs out so I could film this, because if I sit on the floor, the couch is right here, the dogs will literally be all over me. I wouldn't be able to film this video. But yeah, we're gonna do a makeup look using Merit for some of the things, not everything, because it didn't send me like a full line to where I would be able to use like every makeup product for my makeup look. Like, I still have to use my own foundation and stuff. So I'm gonna share with you guys my favorite products that I already have and use myself. This is where all my makeup is. And then I will show you guys the new products I'm using from Merit. They sent over as a gift, which I'm very grateful for. Everything was in this cute little bag, which is perfect for like traveling. I love that. And their packaging is stunning, like so stunning. Like, everything's very like rich and like, I think of depth, like it has lots of depth to it. Like, everything has like gold. And like, I love this. I love this black packaging like this. Like, this is just so elegant. Maybe not depth. I don't know really what I'm talking about. Elegant. I'm gonna start with what I use on my face. I've already moisturized and put on sunscreen. I use the Ren mattifying sunscreen, which is amazing. And then I use Slip Tint, so it's not really foundation, but I use it as a foundation coverage. But this is what I use. This is the Slip Tint number 4. This has SPF 35. It is a little bit dark, so I also take it with this Glossier. This is like a, what is this? Skin Tint. Perfecting Skin Tint. And it's just a little bit lighter, and it's very thin, and this is very thick, so I like the combination of them together. And I just, of course, put it on my hand, and then I drip just a few drops so that you can see the difference in color, and it just makes the perfect color for my skin, and I just like how it feels. And then I'm going to take it on a beauty blender. I don't always use a beauty blender. Sometimes I use like a foundation brush, like this Sephora one I actually really like, or sometimes I'll do both. Like, I'll do the brush and the beauty blender. I'll kind of do like a mixture of them, and then I just bounce this on my face. And this beauty blender isn't wet, because this skin tint is so, like, it's wet enough that you almost need something kind of to dry it up. So I don't wet the beauty blender for this. But if I was using like a thick, dry, more like dry foundation, then I would. But again, this is just really moist. And I personally like skin tints because I do like to see like the natural skin, even if there's some like redness or like freckles coming through or imperfections. I personally like that. I just think it looks so pretty and natural, so it doesn't really bother me if it's not like full coverage. And it does cover enough. Like, it definitely gives you some coverage. Let me see, I might have to zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see a little bit better. There you go. I am gonna take concealer, which I rarely honestly use concealer, but moments that I need it, which would be today, I use just a little bit. This is just like a Glamouflage hard candy concealer. I've had this forever. I don't know if it expires, but it works. And I'm just gonna take a little bit in the inner corner because I have some dark circles right now. I didn't sleep great, so we're gonna use a little bit of concealer today and cover that up. And I also have a few little red spots, so I'm just covering those up as well. So not too much, just a little bit. I'm actually filming what I eat a day. You guys are gonna see the rest of that video. I think I'm on day 9 or 10. I think today's day 9 on Whole30, and I really am liking it. Honestly, it's it's been enjoyable. Now, I don't set my makeup because I don't have oily skin, so I have really dry skin. So makeup at the end of the day wears off on me as like it dries and cracks because my skin is that dry. So if you have oily skin and you're opposite at the end of the day, you have lots of oils, then I would set your makeup with a powder. But we're not going to do that because, yeah, I don't need to do that. Okay, I guess we're going to get into a few of the Merit products. This is the Flush Balm, which I love that name. This is in the color, is it on here? Mood. This is a little bit dark. Like, it's pretty dark. So I'm only going to use just very little of this. I mean, it might look different on the skin though. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put it directly on my skin. I'm gonna take my beauty blender, bounce my beauty blender on it, and put it on that way, apply it that way, because I'm a little nervous that it's gonna be, if I put it directly on the cheek, it's gonna be a little bit too much. Oh, that's actually really pretty. Okay, so it's going on a lot different than what I thought. That's not really that dark. It's a really pretty, like, more red to me. And like a burgundy. Go over my nose. I always like to put blush on my nose. It's actually really pretty. It's going on a lot softer than what I thought. I thought it was going to be really dark, but it's actually not that dark. Oh, I really like it. They did send over, oh, I forgot to use that. Okay, we'll use that next. They sent over this little brush. This is called the brush number 1. This is what it looks like. It's a nice brush. Oh gosh, that's soft. What? It's super, super soft. Like, that was one of the softest brushes I've ever felt. This is the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. So I think this is like it's a coverage, so it's like a foundation, but I don't know why this color is too dark for me, but that is like a very pretty brown, but I think I'm gonna try to use this as a bronzer because it's just too dark for my complexion. But this color itself, like this brown, is beautiful, so we'll see what it looks like as a bronzer, because I obviously don't want this to go to waste. But if it's too dark for me even as a bronzer, I'll give it to my niece to play with because she loves makeup, and she always ruins her mom's makeup, so I could give her this to play with, because I feel like it might be a little too dark even for a bronzer, but we'll see. Everything goes on extremely like smooth. This is like super buttery. Oh, that is pretty. Okay, so what I've learned about this just from using it for a little bit, it's very buildable. Like, this is a very buildable makeup line. They do say less is more. That's like their little slogan, which I really like. And I'm thinking that has a play in how this applies, because like, as you can see how dark that was, but it doesn't go on really that dark, and it's just buildable. So I like that as well, because I'd rather build my look than having to like take it off, you know. So I'm even gonna add a little bit more. Okay, sorry to my little niece, because I don't think I'm gonna give this to her because I like it. That is so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so then I'm gonna take some under my nose. I like to add a little bit of bronzer there over my nose, and then a little bit on my forehead. Just like, my thing is where the sun hits you naturally, like where you get a little bit of redness. Oh, I better put some down here as well. Okay. Love this, love this. I was not expecting it to look so good. And it just goes on so smooth. Like, if you guys try this makeup product line out, you'll know what I mean. Like, it is so buttery. Probably go over this with a little bit more blush. Since I just put this bronzer on, I think I'm gonna go over it with just a little bit of more blush. Okay, I'm taking the blush, just adding a little bit more, and then we'll blend that out. always do that. I feel like I use whatever cream product I'm using, I go over my eyelids for like a natural look so it all blends together. Okay, then we're gonna go in. Oh, I didn't even use this. Oh my gosh, let's use this real quick. Let's add a little bit of blush powder. We're gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the color Rose. We'll add, even though I think this is for a stick, you could use this for the cream. It doesn't have to be for powder. Okay, this brush is so soft, you guys. Literally, this is one of the softest brushes I've ever used. Okay, there, we used it. It's excellent. Okay, so this is how the skin's looking. We're gonna add some highlighter. Now, they have a highlighter I really wanted to use, but they were out of stock, so they couldn't send that over to me. But when it comes back in stock, I want to grab it up. Oh, where's my, oh, here it is. I wanna grab it and try it out because it looks gorgeous. So I'm just gonna use, this is the Revolution Soap palette. I'm gonna use these two. I kind of just mix them. But yeah, they have it's a cream highlighter and it just looks so beautiful and so nice, and I really like cream products, so when that comes back in stock, I think I'm gonna grab it and try it myself because it just looks really nice. Let's try the brows out. This is Brow 1980 Volumizing Pomade in the color Brown. Look at the packaging, just so simple and pretty. I really like their packaging. Ooh, and I love me a good brow mascara. I'm gonna use a mirror and I'm gonna zoom in pretty close so you guys can see. And I would use a pencil, but I just kind of want to try out this product by itself. But sometimes I use a pencil and I kind of line my brow a little bit and then I fill it in with the mascara, the brow mascara. But for today, we'll just use this. I just smelled something really good. I don't know if it's this or it might have been my perfume on my hand. But I smell something. Oh my gosh, it's the Tarte palette. I think it's like the chocolate Tarte palette. I was like, what does that smell? I didn't even realize. Oh my gosh. You know, the chocolate Tarte palette, I think that's what this is. The smell I'm smelling. Amanda. This brow mascara is really nice. I do like my NYX Brow Mascara. It's very similar to that. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. The color is a little bit lighter than the NYX Brown. This is a very like chestnut, softer brown, which I actually really like because I feel like my NYX one has a little bit of a red tint to it and this one kind of doesn't. It's a little bit more subtle. So yeah, I really like that. That looks good. All right, what else did they send over? We can try. Let's do, oh, they have really pretty lip products. Oh, they sent over a mascara. So I was gonna use my own mascara, but I forgot they sent this over. This is the Clean Lash Lengthening Mascara. Let's put on some mascara. This is a good mascara for your bottom lash because I always feel like I kind of jack up my bottom lash a little bit with the Better Than Sex one. I took the LA Colors Nude palette and I took this color right here and I just put that on my eyelids and I realized my camera was dead, so my apologies. I'll go over it a little bit more actually, but I just like a natural lid. I used to be a lot more adventurous with my eyeshadow, but as I've gotten a little bit older, I feel like this just looks best on me, just like a natural lid. And sometimes I even take, I don't have what I usually use, but I take an angled brush and I'll take this brown right here It's just like a dark brown, and I'll line my top lashes and then smudge it with that, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today. Well, maybe I will. I have this. If I don't do the eyeshadow, I'll use a brow pencil. This is just a brown brow pencil, and I'll just like lightly glide my top lashes with this, and then it just smudges out itself actually. Honestly, you don't really have to do much if you go lightly. You can't really like draw a line, you just kind of have to like lightly glide the pencil. It just gives off a natural look, adds like a little bit of depth to your eye. I feel like it makes your eyes stand out. So I added just a little, or you could use the angle brush, a dark eyeshadow, and smudge it out yourself. I need to go over my lashes, so I'm gonna go over with Better Than Sex mascara, since I did my eyeshadow after I used that mascara. I don't know what I was thinking. Plus this just adds a nice thickness to them. We're gonna do lips. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. It's the best. I'll leave it linked down below. And I kind of overline my top lip just a little bit. Just a little. And like on the side. This is literally the best lip liner. Like, it's worth the money, I promise. It's so good. All right, they sent over 2 lip glosses that are stunning. I love both of these colors. This is the Pink Beat, and this is the Natural. This one's definitely more peaky pink color, and then this is a natural one. I think we're gonna go with the natural because that just probably looks best. Or maybe we'll do both, honestly. Kind of like a mixture, see what that looks like. Ooh, did you see that? Ooh, okay, I want to show you both colors. So that's the natural, and then I'll do the top with the Pink Beat so you can see what they both look like, and then I'll just rub them together and blend them in because they're very similar in color. We'll see the difference. Let's see. Oh, both are so pretty, and these go on so nice, and I love glosses that aren't sticky. This is not sticky, it's just buttery and creamy. So you can see they're very similar. This one just has more of a pink peach undertone, and this one's just more of like a nude pink undertone. Both are equally very pretty. I'm just gonna blend those together. Oh, I love how this feels. Very nice. All right, you guys, that's the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed and was able to follow along with that. I will try to link all of these products down below, or at least the ones that I can find. And I'll leave Merit down below, their website, so you can check them out. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Like, I have nothing bad to say about them. They are so good. The only thing I wasn't crazy about was their mascara. It was good for lengthening, I can see that, and that's what it's used for, a lengthening mascara. It was good for the bottom lashes, but I still needed to use like a thickener, like to make them look more thick, because it didn't really do that. So that's really the only thing, but everything else was literally perfect. I loved it. So yeah, check them out, and thanks for watching.